Hey, what's up, people? Yo, so I've been out. My grandfather passed away. I went to Florida for Thanksgiving, and that's how I spent my Thanksgiving at a funeral. So it's been pretty messed up in my life, and wife and I have been fighting about money. Came clean about how bad this year really was. And the funny thing is, we don't communicate as much as we should, because she knew how pessimistic I was, and she knew I had sold everything out of our portfolios in January. And she knew I was short in stocks in May and June, thinking that the world was coming to an end. She was wondering how the hell I didn't make money. How the hell didn't I make money this year? Yeah, I'm kind of wondering the same thing. But, it's been hard to make a video the last couple of weeks because I've been wanting to do something special. I've been wanting to come back with some sort of fanfare, something extraordinary. But you know what? There's really nothing to do. Nothing to say. I've kind of had writer's block in a sense. But I'm back now. I'm going to try to make something out of this year, the last few weeks. Maybe they'll rally the market just to make us feel better about Christmas and the new year. Maybe they'll even rally the market in January just to drop it on its head in February and March. But there's really nothing exciting going on. But what's been exciting and what's been getting my blood boiling is I'm on the message boards a lot, on Yahoo message boards and some other variety of different websites. And when a stock starts to go up, everybody's looking for a reason that the stock's gone up. Let's take, for example, the DRYS. The stock went from $120 to $5, or almost like $3. What's up, bud? $3. So now you're basically saying that the stock and the company's going out of business. So the shorts eventually will have to cover if there's any hint that the company might stay in business. So everyone's wondering, everyone's coming up with these reasons why the stock went from $3 to $12, coming up with all these great reasons, takeover rumors, company's about to announce something extraordinary, and then all the shorts come out and start bashing the company. Oh, and then the longs want to know why it's going back down. There's never a reason. Don't you understand it's really not in the company's hands anymore, the stock market environment that we're in right now? It's about short squeezes, it's about missing the boat rally, and it's about not getting caught short or not getting caught long. You don't want to get caught short if the market starts rallying. That's why the short squeezes are so dramatic. And then when the market starts reversing, everybody's like, oh, this is it. We're going back down. The end of the world is here again. Sell everything, and then we crash again. Is that a good enough reason for you? You don't have to come up with reasons for the stock to be doing what it's doing. And now let's talk about Sponge Tech. Okay? SPNG on the bulletin boards. Here's a company that there's a couple of guys in my chat room have been talking about. It's a penny stock. There's a reason it's a penny stock. And I like when people start talking about penny stocks saying, oh, it's an undiscovered gem. Listen, the stock wouldn't be 3 cents if it was an undiscovered gem. Here's the thing about Sponge Tech. Once you started bringing it to my attention, I started hearing commercials on WFAN. It's a sports radio. So superstition and just the belief that maybe there's something going on with the company. If they have enough money to advertise on FAN, it's not that much money. They are making money. They are selling these sponges. But it's a penny stock, my friends. There's 550 million shares in the float. Your 10,000 shares or 20,000 shares or your 500,000 shares not going to do much to this company. It's a penny stock. There's a reason it's a penny stock. There's a good chance 98% of the stuff that they report and what they talk about is fake, as well as everything else in the stock market. Manipulation. You can't trust anything. Like the price of oil. Did the demand go up for oil to make it go from $40 to $140? Did the demand across the world go up that dramatically, and then in just a month and a half, the demand just freeze up? Nobody needs oil anymore? No one needs to make no petroleum products across the planet? Is that what happened? So it fell from $140 down to $40-something a barrel, under $40 a barrel? Was it really about supply and demand, or was it manipulation by speculators and traders and the Bushes and all the Bush's friends? They wanted to run the oil market up one last time to cash out before the presidency was over. Just one more blatant manipulation just to make some cash before he wallows away, falls away into obscurity. Because you think Bush is going to be making some money doing the speeches? You think he's going to go around the country making speeches for money? Come on now. He couldn't make a speech as president. Who wants to pay this guy to make a speech? One thing he is good at was dodging those shoes yesterday. You see him dodge? Woo, woo. That was good. That's why I like the guy. I like the guy because He's one of us. That's the only reason that he actually got into the second term. He's the kind of guy that makes you think that you could be president. And I tell you one thing. The next several years, I'm running for mayor of my town. You're going to discover a lot of different things about me that you might not know already, because they're going to, dive right into my history. And my history is pretty sordid. I've been arrested. I've done drugs. And you know what? They're going to bring that up. But you know what? We're not looking about the past. We're looking about the future. And I'm going to be running on a platform of just one particular thing. I want to see the books. I want to see the books. I'm paying $15,000 a year in taxes in my town. I want to know where every penny of that goes. And I'm sure there's other homeowners that want to know the same thing. And if there's any way that I could lower the taxes, because our home values, if we paid $1 million for a house, it's got to be worth $750,000. So they should decrease our tax burden accordingly. So I want to get a group thing going where everybody applies for a reassessment of your home and then get the taxes lower. Basically what I'm going to try to do is get the bare minimum. And I want to see the books. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a guy that likes to bug people, and I like to talk. I love to talk, and I love to bug people. Who better for mayor? I will be pestering everybody I can to help the town. If you got a problem, I will address everybody's problem. I'll send emails. You could call me at my house. You want to put up a new stop sign? Rock and roll. And you have something against somebody else? We'll battle it out in court, and I will be the mediator. Because I'm a rational person. I should be a politician. Because I'll hear both sides. I know what I would want to have happen, and that's the way I'll make my decisions. If you don't like it, blow me. Just get out of the town. Okay? But the main thing is I'm going to lower taxes. So, and then I'm going to run for president. So I have to start somewhere. If anything Bush has done, Bush and Sarah Palin. Now, I'm not the most intelligent guy. I had a 2.8 GPA in school. I spent a year just falling off the earth. I didn't even go to class for a year. It was just when I discovered ecstasy, that's all I cared about. That's all I cared about. I would pop pills, party for 48 hours straight, and try to go to school on Monday morning. What, are you kidding me? I didn't even know what they were saying. I was just drinking orange juice and trying to call my friends, wondering if they were still feeling the effects from the weekend. Like, yeah, man, I don't know what's going on. I think I'm still tripping. Yeah, it was great. It was a great 1991. Fun year at school. That kind of ruined my entire year right there. But that's in the past now. The past. If Sarah Palin, I could basically say I'm smarter than that guy, that woman. And I could say I'm smarter than George Bush. I gotta be able to, and I can make speeches a lot more fluently than he can. And I can be inspirational. That's what being a politician is all about. Do you really have to know that much? You have a team of people. I'll have an accountant and I'll have a lawyer. That's all I need. Somebody that I can trust. And I'll be mayor of my town. Come vote for me. Come to move to my town. Because once a month I'm going to be throwing parties too. Who else does that? Open house. Open house and town hall party. Come on, drinks are on me. Let's party. Because if anything's happening, we got to have some fun. We have to have some fun before the shithouse goes up in flames. Because what we've learned from 2008 is obviously America doesn't work. All the smart people out there have caused all these problems. Everyone who was smarter than me with their MBAs, all these bankers who thought they knew what they were doing, and all these politicians who thought they're supposed to be there to protect us, they all failed us. They all failed us. And capitalism, oh, if you're too big, you can't fail. That doesn't make any sense. My friend opened up a painting shop. He was doing well for about a year and a half, painting houses, doing well, getting business. Suddenly nobody wanted to paint houses. And you know what he had to do? He had to sell his van. Next thing you know, he had to sell another van. Next thing you know, he's out of business. Where's his bailout? Nobody's coming to him, giving him $150,000 to support his family and not to lose his house because his painting business failed. No, because capitalism apparently it does not work in all its pure sense. So what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to buy stocks when in the back of our mind we're thinking capitalism doesn't even work, it's not fair, the game is rigged? How can we buy stocks ever again? The long-term investor, the reason that a market can actually sustain itself is because we're thinking long-term. But long-term is now flushed away. We have no long-term, dreams. The thinking long-term, we're thinking more things are bad are going to happen. So who the hell wants to own stocks? I will never buy a stock long-term. And if you start asking yourself why stock goes up, just leave it at it's going up because it's going up. Enjoy it while it lasts. Get the hell out, take your profit, and move on. Because you know what? That same stock's going to go right back down the next day. And you'll be able to do it all over again. And we're not going to go anywhere for years. Years.